With an election just months away, the coalition has fallen behind Labor in the polls for the first time since Malcolm Turnbull ousted Tony Abbott. But the Prime Minister won't talk about his Newspoll slump, the very measure he'd used last year to justify the leadership challenge. Here's political editor Chris Ullman.
Against the backdrop of Australia's largest construction site, the Prime Minister took aim at building union lawlessness.
Has there ever been a worse repeat offender in the history of the common law?
But his performance is also drawing fire.
I leave the commentary on matters like that to the commentators.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Rewind 204 days.
I am standing for the leadership of the Liberal Party.
And Malcolm Turnbull's blistering commentary felled Tony Abbott for failing leadership benchmarks.
We have lost 30 Newspolls in a row.
So how does the replacement compare?
Okay, no worries.
When Tony Abbott fell, Labor led the coalition by 8 points after preferences. Malcolm Turnbull's rise sparked a 7-point turnaround, but that lead had evaporated by February. And now the coalition is trailing again.
You did cite polls and poor polling, and that's why you wanted to take over that job.
Well, again, it's kind of you to invite me to engage in the commentary.
Others are happy to interpret.
If the polls are any indication, then obviously that honeymoon period has finished, and that's just natural.
Now when he looks at a Newspoll, he's seeing the Australian people start to talk about his government and the difference between what he says and what he does.
September's commentator also demanded this.
There must be an end to policy on the run and captain's calls.
Last week, a plan for the states to levy income tax came and went in 48 hours.
If you're serious about reform, don't drop a thought bubble, half-baked plan that you can't even answer simple questions about a day before the meeting.
And in September, this was Tony Abbott's most serious failing.
Ultimately, the Prime Minister has not been capable of providing the economic leadership our nation needs.
Politics is subjective, so politicians are best judged against their own words. Soon enough, the people will decide if Malcolm Turnbull has met his marks in the only poll that matters. Chris Ullman, ABC News, Canberra.